What's going on, everybody? Randy from Avid Reviewer here, coming to you today with a review of the Strike Industries Gunmat. So Strike Industries Gunmat is a lightweight gun mat. It is made from a compression molded EVA and a hydrophobic nylon material. Some of the features include multiple compartments here, along with a raised mat border and a slip resistant base. So what I do like right off the bat is the fact that it is lightweight. It is durable. These compartments are pretty sturdy. They don't break down when you push on them. And the slip resistant base does work very well when you do have when you're working on it. Things that I didn't particularly care for when I got it was, for some reason, when I received mine, it's probably going to be difficult to pick up on camera, is that I had a bit of a gap between the slip resistant base and the upper material. So I thought that would kind of go away as I laid it flat, and it didn't. With no weight on it, the air pockets just remained. So for me, it's not a huge deal. I don't have a dedicated base, or excuse me, a dedicated bench to working on my guns. So it's more important for me to have something that I can rely on, that I can put in place when I need to, and then once I'm done with it, put it away. Now, to test out that air pocket, I did put one of my AR pistols on here and just left it on there for about a week by itself, where nobody could get to it, just to test it out, and it was flattened out. And once again, when I am working on it, it's not an issue. The mat itself comes in at a size of 12 inches wide by 16 inches long, which is a perfect size for me. It's just big enough for me to work on any of the firearms that I currently have or plan on working on in the future. I do like the dedicated pockets to help with controlling parts as you're moving things around, especially with the size, and that everything stays where it's supposed to. As far as the hydrophobic material goes, test that out. Got a little bit of fire clean here, put a nice healthy dose on there. And as you can see, the lube stays on top of the mat. Move it around. It continues to move around. And go ahead and wipe that off. I'm not overly concerned. It's a gun mat. It's going to get dirty anyways. Where that comes in handy, I find, is, like I said, I don't have a dedicated bench to working on my firearms. So ensuring that lube, if I ever spill it, doesn't end up being absorbed into the mat and then transferring onto my workspace is ideal. So I do enjoy that. Now, for size comparison, pull out one of my firearms, and you can see I got a Glock 19 here, and the mat itself is a pretty decent size. Plenty of room for you to work on the firearm. Go ahead and break it down and put some of the pieces into the compartments. Pulling down a basic breakdown of the Glock, separating the slide from the receiver, pulling out the barrel, pulling out the spring. If you wanted to break it down further, you have plenty of extra room so that you can put the additional parts into a dedicated space. And then you have these beveled walls here, which makes retrieving your parts easy, especially if you have lube or grease all over your fingers from working on the parts itself. It's just really nice to have those bevels there that assist in retrieving your parts. So now we'll go ahead and put this back together and get it out of the way. There's definitely adequate room for you to do anything that you wanted to with your firearm. You take a block like that, and let's say I wanted to stipple my Glock, or I wanted to remove the trigger, do some deeper cleaning, something like that. I could go ahead and do that. Firearm is empty. Go ahead and break it down. Put that off to the side, and then take your block, push down on here, and you have that slip resistance here. You punch out your pins if you wanted to do that, and as they roll around on your mat, they're contained by the raised borders, so you don't have to worry about losing any of your pins. And then when you're ready, go ahead and reassemble your firearm, do a functions check, and you're good to go. So as far as what I think could be improved, or what I don't necessarily like about the Gunmat itself, is an air pocket that is between the upper mat and the slip resistant base. Now this just could be a defect in the particular Gunmat that I have, but I don't know. I only bought one. And additionally, this nylon that is stitched around the edge that joins the slip resistant base to the top of the mat, I'd like to see a different way of joining the upper and the lower parts together. That way the slip resistant base comes all the way to the edge. It's just a personal preference of mine. I would like to see a different way for them to join these two together so that that comes all the way to the edge. But other than that, close-up of these compartments here. These are the 3 deep compartments that you have. Beveled edges there so that you can pull your material up and out with ease. They're fairly deep, so you don't have to worry about anything falling out. You have this elongated channel here. This one is a shallower one. As you can see, it was perfect size for Glock barrels and springs. And you have the Strike Industries logo there, Strike Industries name. So in closing, guys, overall I do like the Gunmat. It is lightweight. It does have durability to it. It does offer slip resistance. It does have the hydrophobic nylon so that you don't have to worry about a lot of oil getting built up into your mat, or if you have an accident. It does have these multiple compartments for a variety of different parts depending on what firearm you're working on. And not only does it have deep channels, it has one nice elongated one for a variety of different things that you can fit in here. It does have the raised borders, so you don't have to worry about parts falling off the side. Yeah, overall, like I said, I believe it's good. I'll provide a link in the description below. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. If you want to see more reviews in the future, please consider subscribing. Until the next time, take care, guys.